So today I'm going to start working on my remake of my Uncle John's song, The Bhingi Boy. So he has sent me a recent demo version of the song, and I have loaded it into BandLab's Cakewalk here. This used to be Sonar Platinum, and then it was sold off by Gibson, and now the software, the environment is free, and it is on BandLab is hosting the software now, and it's called Cakewalk by BandLab. So I've loaded it in. I added from a blank template. I just added one audio track here, and I imported from the MP3 he emailed me onto the first track just from the beginning. So the first thing I do when I get something like this, and I want to do a cover version, or I want to make a different production from a demo, would be I listen to, well, first I determine what it is I like about it and why I'm doing it. The things I like about this song, I like the lyrics, I like the song structure. It has an interesting song structure, and I like the topic, and I like the chord progressions, and it's kind of got a neat reggae feel that I don't have in a lot of my songs. So I thought it would be a good one to put on my next album here. So that being said, the first thing was song structure I like because it's kind of unique. It has an interesting song structure that matches the song very well. So the first thing I want to do is move that song structure, define it within Cakewalk so that I have a structure to work around as I add the instruments and do the arrangement. The arrangement is, in my opinion, a little simple on the demo version, and I would like to spiff it up a lot with synthesizers and things like that, and I want to change the way the harmonies are, change the type of harmonies, and maybe leave room for some electric guitar or some more distorted electric guitar that's in the original version. But let's have a listen to the first few bars, and while I'm listening, I'm going to go to this site that I use quite often. It's called beatsperminuteonline.com, and it's going to tell me what tempo the song is as recorded, and I'm perfectly fine with the tempo. I think it fits the song very well, so I'm just going to. And also that'll help me in case I want to use any part of it or overlay any part of it into the song. Let's say if I want to use his vocals as a background track or something like that, I can line it up if I record it at the same tempo as the original demo. So first, let's press play here. I'll show you how that works. Bhingi Boy. The default in Cakewalk when you open up a new project from scratch is 120. So it's important to go back to the first measure. If you're anywhere else, like say if you start in the second measure, it'll change the tempo at that point, but we want to insert that tempo throughout the whole song. In this song in particular, the tempo doesn't, or at least should not change. Okay, it doesn't have any odd breaks where the tempo or time signature changes. And that'll appear to stretch the audio, and note how now the beginning of the track, lines up nicely with the beginning of the song because I suspect that I've chosen the same tempo exactly as he did in ProTools. So now what I've done is I've listened to the song, and in Microsoft Word, I've gone in and made a sort of map of the song by its parts. So, I've given things names, typical conventional names for parts of songs and put a little description in there. And I'm going to keep this even after I put some of this information into Cakewalk because it has a little more data, and I may want to fill things in here later and take more notes. But let's see, the intro is 8 bars. So what I'm going to do is starting at 3, I'm going to insert I right-clicked here and insert a marker, and I'm going to call it intro. And it says at time 3, that's the third bar, the first quarter note, and the 0.0 is exactly at the first beginning of the third bar. So I know I've got it at the right place. Okay, so it has put a tempo marker, I'm sorry, a marker there. So now the next one, that's 8 bars, so I'm going to go ahead now to 11, and I'm going to put the next, which from our Word document here was verse 1, insert marker, verse 1. Now I can stretch this by zooming out so I don't have to keep sliding over. But then I just have to be really careful that when I'm clicking on something that I'm actually clicking on the right thing. But I could use the snap to feature here, so it'll always snap to a whole note. So I won't have to worry too much about that. Also what I could do, and I have to click on the track for this, is I can go to the marker view. And there I can see all the markers that I've inserted and make sure that they are at the correct time, which here is, well, this shows the actual time, but that's not as important as where they are. You know, I've got it at the 3rd measure, at the 11th measure. So that was 16 more, so that's going to be at 27 will be the next one. And that was bridge 1. And bridge was 4 bars, then an 8-bar chorus. So 31, and just adding 4. Insert marker, oops, chorus 1. And I'm just going to go through these, it'll only take a second. Repeat intro, 8 bars. So that's going to be at 39. And the way I came up with these numbers was just listening to his song and like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, and seeing where this, you know, where each part began. Let's say, so this is a reversion to the, it's obviously not the introduction to the song since it's in the middle, but I'm going to call it intro 2 anyway because it's exactly like the intro. It sort of reverts to an introduction. And what was that? That was 8 bars also. Let's say. Yes, 8 bars and then 16 bars of verse 2. So 39 plus 8 is 47. Insert marker, verse 2. And notice every time I insert the marker down at the bottom, it is adding it to my marker view, which is shows linearly each of the parts of the songs and should look an awful lot like my Word document when I'm done. I wish they had a notes column on there, but they don't. Maybe future versions of Cakewalk might do that. 47 plus 16 is 57, 63. So it's measure 63. It's going to be bridge 2. Bridge is 4, so that's going to be 67. Insert marker, chorus 2. Go back to our chart. Chorus 2 is 8 bars, intro 8 bars, and then verse 3 is 8 bars. That's easy. Sorry about that. Okay. So chorus 2 is 8 bars, so 67 plus 8 is 75. Insert marker. Intro 3. Then 8 bars. So that's going to be 83. And that's going to be verse 3. And that was a short one, right? That was only an 8-bar verse. Different than the others. It's good to have a little variety in my opinion. So 8 bars for verse 3, and then we got 4-bar bridge, and then we have a solo. So, okay, so 83 plus 8 is 91. Insert marker, and that's going to be bridge 3. I already forgot what's next. Let's see. Which is 8 bar, no, sorry, bridge is 4 bars, Okay, after verse 2, because I lost my place here, but that's why we make these maps. And we're already after verse 3. Okay, so I'm looking at the wrong part here. After verse 3, we got the bridge, it's 4 bars, and then the solo, 16 bars. So starting at 95, insert marker, solo, oops. And he's got it as a vocal solo on here, which is kind of interesting. I'm not sure what I want to do with that. It's an unusual feature in a song, and I'm not sure if it works or not. I have to decide. So 16 bars of that, and then the intro like part for 8 more bars. So 95 plus 16 is 111. Insert marker. And what was there again? I forgot. Intro. So we're going to call that intro 4. And that's 8 bars, so that's up to 119 now. And then we got what? Verse 4 for 16 bars. Insert marker. Verse 4. 16 bars would be 135. Oops. Bridge 4 bars, chorus 3. So here we go. Insert marker, bridge 4. And that's at 135, so 139 starts chorus 3. Go back to my chart. And by the way, what you see here when I accidentally keep clicking on the wrong one is just I'm using OBS Studio to make this video. And I recommend that software for making videos like this. It allows you to split the screen into different parts like I've done here. It's also very neat for going live. Oops. Here we go. So chorus 3 is 8 bars, which is shorter than, oh, that's the same. Then the intro is the 8 bars again. Let's in here. 139 plus 8 is 147. Insert marker, I'm going to call it intro 5. Okay. Yeah. Okay, and then we got verse 5, 16 bars. So 147 plus 8 is 153. Sorry, 155. Insert marker, verse 5. And that's the nice thing though with this marker view is if you make a mistake, you can just click on it and you can edit the marker, and it's really easy to fix. 155. So verse 5 is 16 bars, and then a bridge for 4 bars. So 155 plus 16, 171, is that correct? Yes. Insert marker, that'll be bridge 5. Do, 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 do. And then at the end there's a chorus that's 16 bars, so that's like a double chorus. 171 plus 4 is 175. Insert marker, and that's going to be chorus, what are we up to? We already have chorus 3, so we'll make it chorus 4. And you know what, just to be consistent with this, I think I'm going to break it up into 2 parts in my structure here. I'm going to put chorus 4 and then chorus 5 since it is a repeat of something else that's elsewhere in the song. That way, if I need to copy and paste something later, I won't be confused why I have all this white space or blank space in the song when I copy and paste. So 8 more is 183, and the insert marker, and we're going to call that chorus 5. And then 8 more after that is 191. And what was that? That is an outro that is 8 bars. So insert marker, call it outro, and then at 199, and look at that, that's exactly where his audio ends in the mix that he gave me. I'm going to insert a marker here and just call it end of song. And I like to do that just again, so when I'm cutting and pasting, if I'm cutting and pasting something, I realize that I've gone too far if I pass that marker. So let's see, if I go to outro, I bet it's going to line up exactly with the version my Uncle John gave me. Let's see.
The genie from the bottle, the genie from the bottle, the genie's in the bottle.
All right, so this is video 1 in a series here on how I produce a cover version of a demo of a song, and I will also be participating on my Uncle John's version. I'll be adding some tracks of my own onto that, so there'll probably be 2 versions of this song at some point. But when I'm ready for the next step, what I want to do next actually is the bass line. I will also make a second video, but I probably won't sit there and do the whole bass line in front of you. I'll just show you how I did it and what I've done.